hurm0k. All right. Hello, everybody. I see we have some hurm0k fans in the chat. Welcome to Desync TV. I'm Judean People's Front. I have to disappoint you. I'm a teammate of TheNight. But I try to be neutral. I also really like when he gets his ass kicked. So props up also to hurm0k. But of course, what we're looking for is interesting games. We will be live in a second. They said they have the game posted. I've got the game key, but don't see anything in the lobby yet. So just another couple of seconds. So are you guys W Molo and Kravier? Are you his teammates or friends? Still no game, still no game. I see, I see. Is he any good? Awesome. All right, guys, hurry up there. What are you doing in the lobby for half an hour? Right. These guys. The funniest thing is when the players forget to allow spectators, then you have to write them or call them. Just make sure. Spectators. Just asking. Still no. I see what happens when it takes so long. We lost a whole viewer. Come back. Still nothing. All right, and I'm also running out of things to say in front of a black screen. So guys, hurry up with the game. Ah, these bastards. Ah, still no. Still nothing. Still nothing. I see. hurm0k didn't have the map pack. Is he in the tournament the first time around, or did he play in the last season? It's new. Quite high placement. Division number 5. Nice. Do you guys know his elo? So I just got word from TheNight, his opponent, that it should work, but we cannot get into the game. Now there is the game. All right. Spectate. So we're almost there. Starting capture age. And changing the overlay. Hello? All right. Are we in the game? Not yet. Let's check over there. Yes, we are in the game, and I think we have a couple of seconds to catch up. All right. And this is not, of course, capture age. So let's see what happens. So the knight goes to the right. They have to build a lumber camp first, of course. And we have hurm0k to the left in green as the Georgians, and the Celts for the knights to the right in blue. All right. So now we're up to speed. Very good. Let's check if hurm0k didn't lose a villager here. No, he is already loomed. Prudent. Just got a lot of sheep here. Son of Orl. A lot of sheep here for the knight as well. Yeah, so this is Palmia Mountain for those who don't know the map. You start without a TC, so it's a nomad start, but in addition to that, you also don't have enough wood to build a TC. So you have to first build a lumber camp, or in case of the Georgians, you have to build a mule cart, and then wait for the wood to collect and then build a TC. Hence, like, this is also why the knight chose the Celts, because they're faster wood choppers. So he tried to secure an advantage for this. Oh, wait a minute. Georgians, they do start with the free mule card, right? So this also makes a lot of sense now. We didn't see it in the beginning if they had the mule card from the beginning, if anybody caught that, but it's not bound to the TC, I think. Very interesting. Good choice by both players, I suppose. Let's see who's ahead. In villagers, it's hurm0k has 2 villagers more. Both are loomed. Resource collected is fairly even. Yeah, very even start. We can check out the map a little bit. I don't think much will be going on here. So Pamir Mountains, these are the mountains actually. I have no idea what the hell you're doing here. I haven't played this map myself. I'm also playing in the tournament with my 2 teammates. One of them is TheNight. So I haven't played this map. I could imagine that this is more of a decoration part here, because what are you gonna do up here? Like, you need the wood, true, but with this distance between the TCs, I don't think the games will take too long, so that somebody goes and cuts through here, gets this 1, 2, 8, 6 tiles of gold. And the night is up, actually. Interesting. 20 villager up time, while hurm0k is on 23 already. 24 now clicked up. Will be a minute, half a minute later. So in theory, the night should do something with that uptime. Yeah, very interesting choice of the Georgians here, the free mule card. I didn't think of that. I only thought of how can you get to the needed wood fastest, and this is of course with the Celts wood bonus, but yeah, that works. That works. Guys, can you hear me alright? Is everything good sound-wise? If I'm too loud or the game sound is too low or the other way around, let me know. I have very smart controls here, so I can adjust that. Archer range coming up. And let's see what... Oh, TheNight has to... He walled this, but didn't wall the rest. Now, unfortunate for hurm0k, he could have just walked around here and got some damage. Well, basically for free. Once the archers are out, it will be difficult, however, to still do damage. hurm0k is going for the man-at-arms though. He's doing blacksmith already. Interesting choice. So yes, here are the archers. Let's see the micro. Remember, the men-at-arms got a speed upgrade, and the ones from the Celts even walk faster, so they can chase down the archers easily. Oh, but Knight, you cannot fight this. These are men-at-arms. You have to fight with the archers, my friend. Let's check this out. There's 1 villager kill. 2 villager kills. Quite good value. And he's off wood. Making archers. This is a problem. Eventually clear this up. 3 archers should clear this up. Let's see what the follow-up is. It is a range. It is a stable from hurm0k. So scouts will be following. I'm not sure if I like this, because scouts will not do too much against the archers. And another villager kill. He lost 3 villagers already. And so much idle time. Very good. hurm0k is off to a very smooth start. I like the barracks play. Man-at-arms play. I'm not sure about the stable. Of course, it is a strength by the civilization. But I think hurm0k needs an archer range at one point. Mix in some skirms. Remember, this is a 1v1 tournament, and you cannot help wait for your teammate. Yeah, this. Might clear off these archers. Yeah, now these scouts heal. This is a really Really cool play by hurm0k. Definitely got off to a smoother start. And the knight should wall this. Why is this not walled? Oh, it is walled. No, it is not walled. Of course it's not walled. Oh, he walls up. What are you doing, my friend? You don't have to wall up here. Just wall this one tile. So here's the fight. How are the resources looking? And the scouts run in exactly where I should have walled. This is of course, well, in this scenario, the scouts is quite a good play. Didn't get that villager, but the Echo KD is already 5 villagers down. And funnily, this is open. So, well, if the knight was to wall here, these guys would have to walk all the way across the Pamir Mountains.
Hello.
But this is still... And he does walk all the way across the Pamir Mountains. So let's see what is up next here. Yeah, he should wall that gap here. He's playing the stronger unit in theory, the stronger composition, but he's not taking away the Georgians' mobility by leaving the base open, and it would be very easy walls here on the TC. Some 20 tiles. Let's see the micro. Yeah, this gap. And this is brutal. Again, the knight is off the wood line. And the Echo KD is just rising. 7 villagers. There will be another 2 dead villagers on this wood line. And the knight is out of wood. The archer player is out of wood. While... yes, hurm0k is on 20 farms. Producing scouts. And producing men-at-arms. Even getting the men-at-arm, the infantry armor upgrade. I don't know how he can come back from this. He's now mixing in spears. The knight is mixing in spears, which of course find good value against the scouts. But there's just more scouts coming. And the mobility here. I mean, at one point you have to wall this one tile gap. But instead he calls the GG. Very aggressive play by hurm0k. Good civilization for this map by both players. I liked the approach. So I will quickly check the chat for a new link to the second game and mute myself in the meantime. I'll be right back. Alright, we are about to be back. I've received a new link for the second game. I've not seen the second game yet, but it is on Wellsprings. This much I can say. But no game yet. Alright. Seeing the game now. Content is loading. Custom files are loaded. But we have still 70 seconds of spec delay, so we will wait these out and then we will be in the game again. How did you like the first game, guys? I think it was a bit short, but the scout pressure was just overwhelming. So let's see what the players cook up for the second game. I think execution-wise, also hurm0k had the edge over TheNight. So I will be curious if TheNight tries something a little bit more creative to counter, well, the game skills of hurm0k, which people oftentimes do when they're up to against a player who they perceive as stronger. So we'll see about that. Very curious what he's trying to do. So we have a game. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see what's Wellsprings, the one with the aqueduct. So what do you want to know first, the aqueduct or the civilizations? I think the aqueduct is the interesting part here. So you have this weird structure called the aqueduct, and you can get 30k shorefish from this aqueduct. This is why both players built a mill against the structure, so you can shorefish here. But there's a catch. So if you destroy it, you can destroy it. It's like a wall. You start destroying it here, the whole thing starts burning and collapses, and nobody gets the food anymore. So it's kind of a prisoner dilemma situation. Do you want the food? Do you want your opponent to have food? Unlimited food, basically. Fast collecting food. Or you're more into... or you're more comfortable with playing a standard game. Well, pretty much a standard arena game. No, it's not. Is this arena? Does this count as arena? I suppose it's a closed map with walls. So I guess arena styles would work. Anyway, we have in the south, we have hurm0k with the Aztecs. Solid Meso civilization. I don't know if there is any kind of strategic thought behind the Aztecs on this map. The villager, of course, carry 5 more food or 3 more food, I forget. Well, actually, look it up. Carry +5. They start with 50 gold. Military units train 15% faster. And then, of course, all the monks and the relics generate more gold. So solid economy focused and as well military focused civilization. The eagle spam here is deadly. This is unfortunate. This door is unusable, which must be annoying. And the Gujaras on the other side for the knight here up in the north. Let's see if you can pick the civilization bonus which made for the Sith choice. So you have this very weird start where you start with 2 forage bushes. Oh, we have a fight. Yeah, the camel should not fight the eagle at this stage of the game. The eagle is the strongest. I think I forget how the Champy, the new scout unit from the Southern American civilization, goes into this, but the eagles usually wins in Dark Age, and in Feudal Age it switches around. Anyway, so for the Gujaras, you have this weird start with the berry bushes under the TC, and that you can garrison the sheep in the mill for a trickle of food, but you can, of course, you cannot eat the sheep then, but you don't need to since you have unlimited fish, so quite nice. And then you have mounted units deal 20 or 30% or 40% more bonus damage. And this can make for very interesting strategies where you go for armored elephants, the ram version of the Gujaras, because they cut through walls very fast. So I think the knight is playing his strategy around this, trying to end the game or pressure the opponent in early castle age. However, I don't think the Aztecs are a civilization that just go into castle age, add 2 more town centers, and then quietly boom behind the walls. I think the knight will run into military from hurm0k in castle age. So I'm curious how this will hold up in the castle age if both players decide to go for a military approach. I don't think either player will be waiting for a boom to happen, especially the Aztec player, which is not a late game civilization per se. The eagle spam is quite deadly in early imp, but then if the opponent gets, for example, to paladin or something like this, you're just lacking this really hard power unit with the Aztecs. The Gujaras, of course, don't have paladin. They are a camel civilization, so they go for the camels, which the eagles match up better. I don't know what I would prefer here. I think I would be more comfortable playing with the Aztec just because the game plan is a lot simpler. Camels are usually a little bit squishy until you get all the upgrades and the unique upgrades for the Gujaras, for the extra melee armor of the camel riders. Could go for chakram throwers. That would be interesting against the Aztecs, who only have infantry, right? That would be an option. Something that needs to be masked from castles, though. So also the game plan is not as simple. For Aztecs, you go archers or you go eagles, right? And the game plan is very simple. And you need a lot of gold, which is what he's doing now. Both are up to the castle age. They will be up at around the same time. Economy upgrades coming in for the knight. And hurm0k is going for the gold upgrade first. He will need that gold. Maybe he's going for monks. Maybe he's going for monks. I think he's going for monks. 7 on gold? Yeah, he's definitely going for monks. This might be detrimental to the knight's plan for an early attack. He's going for the barracks here. I suppose this is to make a stable. afterwards. Scouting around. Yes, if hurm0k goes for monks, this will be difficult. He will run into monks here. And of course, this is a generation. The aqueduct goes over the edge here, right? So if the aqueduct is destroyed, so the idea here, I think, is that you attack the aqueduct, right? And you attack one tile, it doesn't belong to anybody, and it gets destroyed entirely. So the base of the opponent is open without them getting a notification. But since it's over the corner here, it's not actually open. If it was going through here or going through here, it would be open. But in this generation, it won't be open. And hurm0k is going for the monks. So I'm curious what the knight will do here. He's going for the attack. A little bit unfortunate here to do this siege workshop so much in front, because if hurm0k sends his eagle here, he knows exactly what is coming. Right now, hurm0k is collecting the relics though. Trying to go for stone. Not sure if this is for Jagger warrior production. But a castle now and then is not too bad. Already has, what was that? That wasn't sanctity, that was fervor. For them to move faster, so has already won. And there's the first armored elephant, also in plain vision. If the eagle was to swing around. Yeah, the thing is, you can't just... And he's going for hurm0k rider. Interesting choice. This is a raiding unit. Oh, but he will see this immediately. I'm hyped for this. Let's see. Here's the heist. Let's see how this will go. But there's monks. There's so many monks. Let's see. Let's see when. No! You have to run away. And he sees it. He's going for it. And he, of course, got the camel. Nice, but he's in. Now you need to get your own camel down. And you need more. You don't need more. My friend, you don't need more armored elephants. You need units. Here come hurm0k riders. Ooh, this doesn't look good. Of course, monk is the perfect counter against these cavalry units. This looks tough. I think this push went into nothing. He killed a couple of villagers. These 3 villagers were killed. But the knight has to go back here. Or come out. Yeah, and... Yeah, you have to run. Yeah, he's running back. A little bit unfortunate, the pairing, but of course Aztecs are famous for their monks, so that could have been. So now he's doing the economy upgrade. He's probably going back to the economy. He's ahead in economy, so he's not too much in the bad spot. Resource collected are equal. But now comes the castle drop. The archer range. Does the knight already see this? I don't know how to do this. Yeah, now he sees it. Abandons the ship. As you have to. He has a gold here on the other side of his base, so this is fine. But yes, the monks, they completely shut down the aggression. Neither of the players decided to destroy the aqueduct yet.
Okay.
But 2 monasteries. How many relics are in here? 3 relics, 1 relic, so there's 4 relics. Devotion for... Oh, devotion for hurm0k? Why? This doesn't make sense. Devotion is the defense against the monks. Now the knight is also picking up devotion. That makes sense on the other side. Yeah, but this is very difficult now of a position. Does he have redemption yet? Redemption is in here, so siege can be converted. This is a tough spot. So what the knight needs, this is not going to achieve anything. It's going to run into 2 monks and get converted. What the knight needs now is a castle here. And destroy the aqueduct, because you cannot safely take the food anymore, so you don't want your opponents is raiding with a party of 1. Yes, exactly. Yeah, this was, I think, one of the armored elephant would have been enough, or even 2, but more army than. Repairing that one. Not repairing it. That's a Shavamsha rider. It's never gonna get down. And redemption is... Ah, this is tough. What to do Haknatria now in this situation? He needs a castle, but he doesn't have the stone for it. He's again fighting in villagers. This is a... How you say that? When this is a deja vu from the last game. You have to fight with villagers. Echo KD is now rising in favor of hurm0k. There's again the mangonel, but the mangonel, I don't think the mangonel is the problem here. I don't think siege is the problem here. I think... Yeah, well, it was... Oh, but we have a counter push here. And hurm0k did not spot this yet. He's maybe busy. He's going for the TC or for the monasteries. Yeah, why not? He has not reacted to this. Let's see when he reacts. Now he's found it. He's going for the armored elephants, as he should. And here come 2 monks. This will get shut down. Here it is flashing everywhere in the night space. And the siege workshop gets converted. Yeah, this looks tough for the knight. Still no stone for a castle. He has expanded a little bit to the back. Nowhere else though. Here come the light calf. And these are now hurm0k's siege workshop and barracks, which is brutal. And here is the get out of my game castle. This is the last straw. Here even the Jaguar Warriors are raiding. Last time a little bit of an overextension here by hurm0k, but he will be able to finish this castle once the army swings over and the knight doesn't walk into the castle. Don't walk into the castle. This gets me triggered every time, but it happens to me as well. Yeah, here come now the spearmen and forward university. Secret strategy. It's walling the second castle. I mean, the knight is holding on, but this is a struggle. It is an uphill struggle. Villager count funnily ahead for the knight. He doesn't know that yet, though. The score doesn't say he's ahead in anything. The map doesn't look like he's ahead in anything. Oh, here come the other castle. GG called. Well, from the information that TheNight has, this makes sense. He doesn't know that he's still ahead in villagers. He's certainly behind in army count. He's certainly behind in position. And he just doesn't have anything against this castle drop. It's now also, well, close in reach to the other castle, so it will go up. This is a tough sell to continue playing here. The counter raid essentially stalled. And yes, the monks did it.
Okay, comanta.
Interesting approach. Um, he walked into the perfect counter to his strategy, which was a little bit unfortunate with the civilization choice, of course, but also kind of could have been expected because that's what Aztecs are famous for. Yeah, GG. Well played to both of them. Interesting games. Cool that the Aqueduct survived to the end. Um, Raids and counter raids at the same time I always like because it gets messy and people at our level, they do not react on both sides, neither me, so there's a lot of blood on the field, which makes for interesting games. Thank you very much, hurm0k and TheNight, and I say goodbye for now and see you in the next stream.